Hey guys, welcome back to another video, man. Sorry if I sound stuffed up. I kind of have a little bit of a cold, but guess what? The grind don't stop, man. Even my neck kind of hurts, but it's alright. Anyways, so you see the title of the video. After two preseason games, the first one, Saints beat the Cardinals 16-14. Second one, Saints fall to the 49ers 16-10, 1-1 in the preseason. After two games, I'm like, all right, now we might as well look at the roster because, the Saints, they play one more preseason game as they play against the Tennessee Titans this Sunday at 12 p.m. Central Time. But I don't really want to make that video and risk it not being out by cut day because it takes a lot of time into this. That's why I couldn't post it immediately after the second game because I'm like, all right, who's going to make the team? Sorry, y'all. But let's start with the quarterback battle. Derek Carr's the starting quarterback. I don't think anybody would dare to argue that right now. The number 2 QB, however, I have all three quarterbacks making the team, by the way, if that wasn't obvious. The number 2 quarterback, I got Jake Haener. If you would have told me before the preseason, I would have probably been on the Rattler side. But Jake Haener, he played better, for one moment. All right, I'm back. All right, so back to this quarterback battle. I got Jake Haener taking that backup spot, because Jake Haener, Jake Haener was a solid quarterback. Well, this past game, not really, but Jake Haener has been improvising. Well, no. So what I will say, Jake Haener has a good deep ball. Probably the best deep ball of all three quarterbacks, at least what I saw. But yeah, so Spencer Rattler, he gets number 3. So yeah. Now running back, I'm actually keeping 4 running backs if I'm the Saints. And 2 of the running backs I'm keeping were last minute because when I finished this, I only had 48 players making the team. So I'm like, okay, how am I going to get another 5 players? So I put 2 more running backs on. Number 1 running back, I got Alvin Kamara. I think he's a lock to make the team. If you even argue it, you're just going to make you sound stupid. Number 2 running back, I actually have Jordan Mims. I think he was automatically the best running back on the Saints this entire preseason. Because Kamara only had 2 carries the entire preseason. He didn't have any last week. He only had 2 the week before. So, it's kind of unfair to Kamara, but yeah. So, I got Jordan Mims at number 2. And Kamara number 1. Number 3, I have being Jamal Williams. I refuse to call him J-Dub. I refuse. Because he doesn't. His best game as a Saint so far, preseason week 2 against the 49ers. Against backups. How are you on the Saints for over a year and your best game was the recent game? I have you making the team by a skin hair. But you're going to drop down a spot on the depth chart. And then number 4, I got Kendre Miller. Kendre Miller, I don't know. Kendre Miller obviously got hurt during training camp, which definitely will not help his case. Hold on, excuse me. Sorry. But yeah, Kendre Miller, number 4, he's been hurt, so he hasn't been able to make a name for himself. Last year I thought it was going to be number 2. Now I have him being number 4. Still going to make the team. Like, it was between Miller or James Robinson, but I think Robinson will be the most likely to make the practice squad. And we will have Mims at number 4. Now, receiver, I was keeping, let's see. I was keeping 6 receivers, actually. Chris Olave, Rashid Shaheed, A.T. Perry, those 3 are locks. I got Cedric Wilson Jr. being our number 4 receiver. You know, he's been a good receiver for multiple years in this game. You know, with the Cowboys, with the Dolphins. He's been a solid guy. Bub Means, the rookie out of Pittsburgh. Another solid dude. And number 6, I got Stanley Morgan. Now, tight ends, I got us keeping 4 tight ends if you count Taysom Hill. And then Juwan Johnson, Foster Moreau, and Dalen Holker. Fullback will be Adam Prentice. Left tackle, I was keeping 2 offensive linemen at left tackle, which is Talise Fuaga and Landon Young. Keeping 2 left guards, Lucas Patrick and Nick Saldivari. I was keeping 1 center, and obviously the obvious Eric McCoy. 2 right guards. I was keeping Cesar Ruiz and Sincere Haynesworth. And I was keeping actually all 3 of our right tackles. Trevor Penning, Oli Udoh, and Josiah Ezerim. Now, defensive end, I was keeping 2. Cameron Jordan and Peyton Turner. You know, Turner was also one of those last-minute cuts or last-minute players not to cut along with Sincere Haynesworth. But Peyton Turner he was getting after the quarterback, man. And, you know, even last year before getting injured, he was a solid player. So, Peyton Turner and Cam Jordan. Like, we already know Jordan's making the team. At defensive tackle, I was keeping, the other defensive ends on the other side of the ball, I was keeping Carl Granderson and Chase Young. But the defensive tackles, I was keeping 4. Nathan Shepard, Brian Brzee, Colin Saunders, and Christian Boyd. Linebacker, I was keeping 4. P. Werner, Demario Davis, DeMarco Jackson, and Anthony Ori. At corner, I was keeping 5. Paulson Adebo, Rico Payton, Marshawn Lattimore, Kool-Aid McKinstry, and Ugo Amadi. Safeties, strong safeties, I was keeping all 3, and ironically, all 3 of our strong safeties start with the letter J. That's what their names start with. I just noticed that when I was looking over the roster to see who gets cut and who doesn't. I was keeping Jordan Howden, Jonathan Abram, and J.T. Gray. Free safety, I only have us keeping the one and mighty Tyrann Mathieu. And then at nickelback, I was keeping Alontae Taylor. And then kicker, I was actually keeping Charlie Smythe over Blake Grupe. And punter, I was keeping Matthew Hayball over Lou Headley. And long snapper, I was keeping Zach Wood. So that's the 53-man roster for the 2024 New Orleans Saints. Let me know how you feel about it in the comments below. And I'm about to make my record prediction video for you boys. So who dat? And don't be a Falcons fan.